So hey guys, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video on camera edition. So by the title, we're going to be doing a Q&A because it is a new year and I haven't been on camera in a very long time. I asked you guys to ask me whatever questions, whether they're just general questions, questions about me, questions about YouTube, questions about business, whatever y'all wanted to know. And I picked the ones that were the most frequently asked or just questions that I thought I haven't answered before. So honestly, without further ado, let's get right into this video. So off rip, the first question says, what are your goals for 2024? Honestly, I know it sounds cliche to say new year, new me, but I actually feel like this is the first year where it's been like new year, new me for real, because I don't know, I've just been feeling like a different level of happiness, a different level of confidence, a different level of goal setting. Like everything's kind of falling into place. I feel like I spent like a lot of these past few years like rebuilding myself, but now I'm at a point where I feel reassured, I feel confident. I think at the end of 2023, like my mental health was not there, honestly, throughout the entire year, but I had like this awakening at the end of the year where I feel like God just came and he spoke to me and he said, you will now enter the era of renewal, rebranding, all of those. And I feel like that's where I'm at right now. So my number one goal that I have for myself is to be very visible on all social media platforms as it relates to my brand. I feel like back in the day, a lot of y'all that have been watching me for years, like y'all know that I used to be like a vlogger. My content used to be way more consistent. I just used to take this like so much more seriously, which is crazy because I was in college at the time. So it's like, where did I get the time to do all that? Now that I don't have school, I don't have really anything that holds me back other than myself. It's just been a lot harder to kind of be consistent because of the whole mental health thing. But I feel like I'm finally at a place where I know who I am. I remember who I am. I'm getting like my old groove back per se. So I just want to be able to expand this brand. I want y'all to see me on TikTok, which is why I started promoting my TikTok a lot. And make sure y'all are following me on there. I'm definitely going to put more TikTok content out. And then on YouTube, like being on camera, working with different brands. Even on Instagram, I really want to get into like creating a lot of fashion content, beauty content, because if y'all didn't know, that's where I started on YouTube. So my goal is to just be way more visible and take my brand to the next level because I feel like it's been a long time coming. There was somebody that commented on my channel the other day and was like, Chioma, like you get a lot of views and you're very consistent, but your channel doesn't grow. And honestly, I'm not that consistent. So I need to do better at that and just be way more visible across all platforms. So that is like my main goal for myself for 2024. The next question is, how did you get started on YouTube? I feel like I have answered this one, but honestly, I just was bored and I used to watch a lot of YouTube content growing up because I didn't have anything to do. I didn't have a social life, like other than go to school, go to cheer practice, go to track and field practice, and then go to school again. That's all I really did. And once I moved out of Philly, I just lived in a very like boring area. So YouTube, social media, pop culture, TV was like how I kind of consumed my time. I honestly feel like I was born to be in front of the camera. I know my parents would buy me like little disposable cameras, and then one day I got like the actual like Nikon cool Pix little cameras that you could take videos and pictures, and then eventually I upgraded to like where I am now. So I just got started with being bored and really being into hair and fashion, especially during my like high school years, and that was back when beauty vlogging was like super popular. So I started off with that, and then eventually I'm like, Chioma, you have a big blabber mouth and you like to talk about stuff. So that's when Chioma Chats was born, my commentary girl talk stuff, and now here we are. The next question is, how do you keep up the confidence and energy to do all that you do with rapping, modeling, and YouTube? Honestly, I don't know. I think it's just having that goal, that optimism, that enthusiasm that you will have a goal and you're trying to get to it. That's kind of how I got big on YouTube. I always knew like, hey, you want to get to a point where you have sponsors and you have viewers, you have a fan base, so keep going. All I do is just keep going no matter what. No matter if a few people watch my content or engage with my content or a lot, I just always kept going. And I feel like that's how I deal with the rapping, the modeling, the YouTube. I mean, it is hard to balance, but if you have goals that you want to achieve, you're going to achieve them. And I know it sounds cliche, but like if you really want something and you're really passionate and hungry, you'll do anything to achieve it. So hey, I just always kept going and didn't give up on myself. So the next question is, how do you handle toxic friendships or toxic family members? To be honest, I don't. I just don't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't deal with any of that. I don't have any toxic friends. I don't have any toxic family members that I deal with. I don't handle them. I don't deal with them. You're just nobody to me. You gotta keep a distance. And I think the one thing that I wanted for myself, especially this year, with everybody in my life, good, bad, and different, boundaries. Always remember that you have to have boundaries and establish boundaries and stand on those boundaries, because people will try you in life and you don't want that to happen. So boundaries, and also knowing when enough is enough. You know, have self-worth and confidence to know that you don't have to put up and deal with certain people in your life. So toxicity, it doesn't touch me anymore. The next question is, can you do a meet and greet, specifically in LA? Now, I did go to LA back in 2017, and this is when I was still like, you know, up and coming. I didn't know I had viewers out there. I have viewers everywhere. I'm always meeting y'all. Again, if you ever see me out anytime, please speak. I like talking to y'all. I like meeting y'all. I was in Detroit back in like December, January, and I met a lot of y'all at a party, and it was like really fun, like to just kind of hang out, kick it, talk to y'all. So if you ever see me out, definitely say hi and let's take pictures, whatever. Even when I was in Atlanta a few weeks ago, I met a subscriber at the airport. Shout out to you, sis, and thank you. I know we took a picture and I was probably looking crazy because I was traveling, but I was flying on the airline that she worked for, and she was very helpful. So thank you to you. But meet and greet, I definitely want to do meet and greet, y'all. I know I've been saying it. I've been trying to plan, but it's like when I think I want to do it in Philly, now I want to do it in DMV. When I think I want to do it in the DMV, now I want to do it in Texas. When I think I want to do it in Texas, now I want to do it in Atlanta. So it's just figuring out where to start and then kind of going on tour with it. But yes, I can definitely do meet and greets. Promise there will be one this year. Not sure where, probably Philly. But I will definitely have one for y'all this year. The next question is, what are the non-negotiable aspects in a relationship in your opinion? Honestly, I don't tolerate like people who don't want to evolve their mindset and adapt, because I feel like relationships are always going to be something where you're compromising something. And it's never supposed to be your self-respect or your self-worth or your morals or anything. But you definitely have days where maybe you're giving 80 and someone's giving 20, or they're giving 95 and you're giving 5. Like honestly, I don't deal with people who don't know how to adapt and compromise in a relationship, because I feel like you'll never get anywhere if you do this whole it's my way or the highway thing. And I can be like that. I'm very stubborn and I'm very stuck in my ways, but I've been trying to like change and adapt, and I feel like that is something I don't negotiate about. Of course, obvious things like cheating, abuse, we're not doing that. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But just like the number one thing that comes to my mind is people that can't adapt or negotiate or compromise within a relationship, because I feel like you have to give something and get something in return all the time. The next question is, will you ever vlog again? I get this one a lot, and the answer is yes. So I do have a vlog channel. I will insert it up on the screen, as well as link it down below. Y'all can go subscribe. I don't have any content up because for some reason I used to be so much of a vlogger, but now like I don't even think to pick up my camera. So y'all just have to like keep just beating my ass and saying, Chioma, make sure you vlog. I have people on my tail now that make sure that I do content, so you guys will be seeing me on my vlog channel as well. I know I say a lot of things, but like 2024 is like I'm really putting all of this into fruition, and I've been kind of on it, so I'm proud of myself. But definitely vlogs, because I think people just think I'm some type of like intellectual Black Caucus nerd who just overanalyzes every little thing, when in reality I do have a life, and I feel like people, if they actually knew my personality, I'm very enjoyable, and I do want people to see that as well over on my vlog channel. The next question is, who or what inspired you to begin rapping? Any advice for someone who was considering to pursue music? So honestly, I've always been into rap music. I love rap music. I love hip hop. I just love music. If you didn't know, I actually taught myself piano in the 5th grade. I played the violin for 5 years. I can still play it. And I also played the flute for 2 years. I know how to read sheet music and still can all that. So when people be like, I don't know why you're doing music, I'm like, little do you know, I used to be in the chorus, the choir, the orchestra, the band, everything. I used to do all of that, and honestly, I can still play the piano a little bit. Maybe I'll insert a clip of me doing that. What inspired me was just like, I've always been a writer and I always loved rap music, and I think eventually I got to a point where like, you write raps and you write poetry a lot just in your free time, why not take this and put it into fruition? I grew up on Nicki Minaj. I will always say that she's been one of my favorite artists since I was a kid, and I just like the fact that female rappers right now, this is our time and our spotlight. So yeah, it inspired me to just say, hey, why not me too? You know, I have a platform, so why not just put out my talent? And I think it's crazy that a lot of y'all actually have been loving the music. I know there's some of y'all that be like, Chioma, stop. You gotta stop, just cut it. But there's a lot of y'all that really do support me. So people in the industry have inspired me, but also y'all as my subscribers, my viewers, you guys definitely inspire me to keep going with music. My advice would be to just put out music that represents you. I feel like oftentimes when I do get like insight from people, they're like, well, maybe you should be more like this if you want to blow, or if you need to do music that's more like this if you want to be like seen in this way. But it's just like, if I change who I am, the people who actually rock with me, for me, are not gonna like it. On top of that, am I gonna be happy? happy. So put out the music that represents you and let the people just flock to you and like you for who you are. The next question is, can you give us details on the wig and hair that you've been wearing in your photo shoot that you posted for New Year's? Of course, as y'all can see, I am blonde. I feel like this is literally representing the new age of Queen Chioma. And you know, I always wanted to do like blonde hair and keep my hair blonde for a while. I've been blonde for like literally probably almost 2 months at this point, and I love it. So I did post on my TikTok all the details on how I did this hair. I did this myself. Now I will say my hair is a little bit old at this point, so it needs like a refresher, maybe just a new install, new unit. But yeah, I have all the details on my TikTok, which I will link down below, and I posted on YouTube too, so make sure y'all check that out on my YouTube shorts. The next question is, have you moved yet? If so, how do you like it? Now, a lot of people ask me like, Chioma, do you live in Atlanta? Why are you in Atlanta? Which we'll get to in a second. But no, I have not moved. I still live in Ohio. I'm originally from Philly, but I live in Ohio. I moved to Ohio for college in 2015, and I kind of just got stuck here. But I will say I am completely over Ohio. I cannot do it. I just can't do it anymore. It's just not given for me. So at this point, I just want to move. By the end of 2024, I really have to move out of here. I feel like I can't really evolve and progress as the brand that I want to be in this state. And that's no offense to here, but I just feel like my talents are needed elsewhere. I've done everything I could possibly do in Ohio that I wanted to do. So now it's just time for me to be somewhere else. You know, I told y'all that I wanted to move to Texas. I was looking at Houston. I was looking at Dallas. I was going back and forth. I do have one that I prefer over the other, but you know, once we cross that bridge, I'll announce that. But I also did look at ATL because I have been going to Atlanta for a little bit. I really just don't really care to live in Atlanta, no offense. However, I have been getting a lot of good business and a lot of good connections down there. So it's like, should I consider it? I just really think I am a Texas girl, so we shall see. I will make a decision at least by the end of 2024. But for right now, I'm definitely in Ohio. The next question is, would you ever do reality TV? Now, I think a lot of people think like I would never do that because I am critical of at least the imagery that reality TV has given, especially for Black women. But I actually would do reality TV if it makes sense. Like, I feel like I have such a vibrant, dramatic, at times, personality that people don't know would probably be perfect for reality TV, but I don't know which route I would take. Like, I can see myself on like a Love Island. I can actually, but I don't know if I would do that. But I can also see myself on like a show that deals with like people like myself, young boss go-getter women who are brands and business women and all that. I also can see myself on something a little catty, but just be like one of them characters that's kind of like in the background because I don't do all that talking when it comes to people and their nonsense. But I don't know, I do see myself on reality TV. I'm not a Zeus Network. You know, I'll watch Zeus Network and be entertained, but I don't know what would make sense for me. But if it makes sense, I would definitely do reality TV for sure. The next question is, do you think that body count matters? I think this is a good one. I think it depends on where you are in your life, because I feel like in high school and college, like it mattered more to people. Like if you knew that a girl had X amount of bodies, y'all would be like, no, we're not messing with her, or we're just gonna write her off in a certain way. But I feel like living as like a true adult at the age of 26, like, does it matter like that? I just don't think it necessarily does. And not because it doesn't matter what your sexual history is, more or less because I don't think people are honest about it. Like, I feel like honestly, us ladies, you know, I don't think girls be telling the truth. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't want to say that I'm not talking about myself though, but I'm just saying I don't think girls be telling the truth about their body counts. I just don't think so. And men, it's like they're allowed to have 50 plus bodies, so it's just like, does it matter to y'all as ladies that your man is that experienced or has spread his seed or has been a rolling stone around the whole entire city? I don't know. For me, I don't ask that question. I just don't even ask a guy how many bodies do you have, because most of them don't know. And I also feel like when you're grown and you're an adult, as long as you're clean and you are being honest and forthcoming with the person that you're trying to be with, that's what matters the most versus the number of people that you've been sexual with. But hey, I don't know. And then the last question is, who is your boo? Where is he from? When will we get to see him on YouTube? Chioma, you have a boyfriend? Y'all, this was the #1 question. I'm just like, all right, Chioma, you just gotta answer the question. So yes, I do have a boyfriend now. I know that sounds crazy because I feel like the last time I did a Q&A, it was like, Chioma, no, I'm not dating. I'm celibate. Get these men away from me. But now, I done found somebody who was just like, yes, finally, you know what I'm saying? Who is my boo? I don't know, am I supposed to tell his name? You know, this is not something I thought I would do, but you know what? Actually, I could just call him. Let's just call him at this point. Look at me blushing. Hello. So I'm filming a YouTube video and the people want to know, this is the question. They said, who is your boo? Where is he from? And when will we get to see him on YouTube? How am I supposed to answer that? Am I supposed to reveal you, or like how are we supposed to do it?
So you want to be on a YouTube video?
Yeah, you can be on a YouTube video. I don't mind. This is a real, genuine relationship. This is not for clout, so.
That's good. I mean, we can answer all that. We do like a little review and all that next time I see you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell them where you're from. I'm not gonna tell them your name, but I'm gonna tell them where you're from and that you confirm that yes, we will get to do some type of content together.
Alright, good.
All right. I'm gonna call you back when I'm done. Okay, y'all, so y'all heard it from the horse's mouth. So yeah, I've been dating. He's from Atlanta, which I'm pretty sure y'all could tell because I've been in Atlanta a lot. I did do a TikTok with him. We did like a little like mini like vacation. Really wasn't like a huge vacation, but I was just like, okay, this is our first time like kind of hanging out one-on-one after like our first date for real. So I'm like, okay, let me go to where you're at because no, I don't want nobody coming to Ohio. Actually, he is coming to Ohio in a few weeks, so we can, you know, But anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna tell y'all his name until like, you know, we can get on camera or do something together. But I did post a TikTok, which I've been promoting, and I linked it down below. So make sure y'all check that out if y'all wanna see him. But he lives in Atlanta, and we can definitely do content. It's been very refreshing to find someone who just meets the criteria that you're looking for emotionally, mentally, things like that. Because that was really like my hold up with dating, was like I wasn't emotionally ready. I wasn't like mentally ready, but I feel like him and I really connected on the fact that our backgrounds are very similar with what we had dealt with in the past with other people. So now that we're like dating and getting into all of this, it's very refreshing to find someone that you're compatible with. You know, there was like physical things that I looked for too, but at this point I wanted to really focus on how do you make me feel? Are you genuine? What type of goals do you have for yourself as well as in a relationship? And it was like, okay, boom, it was just there. And then, you know, the physical was just, you know what I'm saying? The physical just matched up, you know what I'm saying? I'm a tall girl, I'm 5'10", he's 6'6". It just, it did what it had to do. So I'm just like, wow, like all that crying I was doing last year and the year before and the year before and the year before, and now I'm just like, God, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for finally showing me that you can get exactly what you want. You know, the celibacy and the letting things go and not dating and dating myself and just really learning how to love myself again honestly has paid off. And it's just like, I want to see where this goes because this is the first time I feel like I'm going into a relationship with genuine intentions with somebody that feels the same way as me. So, you know, fingers crossed and prayers up for this union. And at this point, I'm very happy. So yeah, that's it. You guys will see me and him, I guess, a little bit more because I don't plan on hiding a relationship. I mean, I feel like this is something real and genuine, so I'm not going to say I'm a relationship channel at this moment, but it's not something I'm going to shy away from. So that's the answers for everybody that's been asking. You know, I did a little soft launch, but I guess now I can really step with it. Okay, we're going to stand on business. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed this question and answer video. If y'all have any other questions, please drop them down below and maybe I'll do a part 2. Definitely stay tuned for more content. I want to be on y'all screens. Again, my goal is to be very visible this year. So when y'all see me on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, just know your girl is working and she's trying hard. And I have good people in my corner right now that's really pushing for me on all of my fronts, whether it's rapping or the model business or YouTube or whatever I'm doing. And I really want to show y'all that. So thank you guys for also being very supportive. You know, I really love doing what I do and I took a little break, but I'm back. Okay, so I thank y'all for watching. As always, let me know what y'all think down below. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.
Queen, Chioma, Queen, Chioma. It's all about me, don't care about you. Yeah, I'm a 10 like 5 times 2. Whatever I say, yeah, I gotta do on who, on you, on who, on you, on. All hail the queen, QC, yeah, she is risen. Presents is a gift, so I come with the ribbon. Internet told me stop rapping, I ain't listen to them. No, I really got more bars in the prison system, right? Yeah, one beef, step into the kitchen. Murder flows, you could suspect, I am not the victim. Beat queen, D's on that bitch like we with the Pistons. Red cherry, red bottoms, I know how to pick them. Always got a secret plan, I don't do the fighting. Shorty is a secret fan, yeah, she ghost riding. Brown skin beauty with a booty, showtime. Go off on a tangent, I don't need a cosign. 12 baddies limited, I keep about a dozen. Hot girl straight up out the microwave oven. Gotta bring a chicken, man, before you get to stuffing. And this beat going crazy, snapping on percussion. Chioma at the top, I'm the #1 prospect. Beat from Lakia when she slid on Cosmic. Told him come here, boo, I'm trying to make your jaw stiff. I got no pics, but I wanna see your pockets. Big glossy lips, dry them out like a faucet. Speak chickenese, so I put them in a cockpit. Cooking in the studio, call me Dirty Crockett. Gingerbread baby running fast like Sonic. It's commendable, was a ceremony, but now it's a festival. New money now, so you gotta move a decimal. Presidential suite, and it's looking all congressional. I'm so delectable. Pull your queen card, cause mine is a collectible. Better mind your business and stay off my genitals. Probably make them high, cause my body's like an edible. Wait, let me stop, cause I'm trying to be professional. Damn. I know that's what y'all said when you heard that verse. Y'all was like...